Hi, it's your $2 Tuesday movie critic here, and today I'm going to be reviewing a soundtrack, 8 Seconds. Now, some of you may or may not have heard of this movie. It came out in 1994, and I have to say it wasn't that popular. Full disclosure, I never saw the movie either. The only reason I knew about it was because Luke Perry starred in it. And, I was never interested in watching anything about rodeos and things like that because I always believed that rodeos were abusive to animals, so I really don't have anything to do with them. But I do love country music, so I did buy the soundtrack. And just a little backstory, just a small bit about 8 Seconds, just in case you did not see it. It's a biography movie about a professional bull rider by the name of Lane Frost, and that's who Luke Perry plays in the movie. As you can see in the front, it has a picture of Luke Perry playing Lane Frost. And just in case you may or may not know about what 8 seconds means, 8 seconds is the amount of time that a cowboy has to stay on a bucking bull. And I won't get into the whole abusive thing again, but like I said, I don't watch rodeos, I don't watch rodeo movies, or any of that stuff. This is just on the inside. It has another picture of scenes from the movie, and it also has the list of the singers on the soundtrack. And again, there's another picture of Luke Perry in the movie, and there's another person, I think that's supposed to be his wife. I, again, didn't watch the movie, so and then there's another picture. It's more of an action shot of Luke Perry on I guess what's supposed to be the horse or the bucking bull. It doesn't show what he's on, but he's definitely on an animal. And then there's the list of thank yous and credits and things like that from the movie. And on the back side is another picture scene from the movie with Luke Perry on it. Okay, so that's the basic soundtrack and what's in there. And I don't like rodeos, but I love country music, as I said before. So that's what this movie soundtrack is full of, country music. Now, I have to give you some backstory also on country music. You can't just lump all country music together because it's not. Country music, and I'll just go with, I won't go over every form of country music there is, but I will tell you different forms that are on this particular soundtrack. We have some honky-tonk country, classic country, pop country or country pop, and contemporary country. And I'll just go over the songs, and I'll tell you which ones fall into which category, my opinion. And the reason I have this opinion is because I'm not just some person that listens to country every now and then. I've been listening to country music ever since I was knee-high to a grasshopper and watching Hee Haw on television. And Hee Haw was actually my introduction into country music. Since that time, I've been listening to country music, and I love it to this day, and I still listen to it. And that's how I know there's so many different versions of it, because I listen to it a lot. But like I said, I don't know if I've ever said this on any of my YouTube shows, but I have an eclectic ear, meaning that I listen to all types of music. Let's just get back to the soundtrack. For your honky-tonk country, think songs that are straight up country, but that you can dance to. They have that, line dancing feel. And I have to admit, I've been to a lot of country honky-tonks, so to speak, and I have not seen a song yet that people can't do a line dance to. Seriously, it's very, very cute. But I mean the fast-paced songs. I haven't seen a line dance to a slow song before, but this is honky-tonk country. And on this soundtrack, the honky-tonk country songs are Burning Up the Road, John Anderson, Ride 'em High, Ride 'em Low, Brooks and Dunn, love them. Brooks and Dunn is like the epitome of honky-tonk music, in my opinion. Just Once, David Lee Murphy, and Texas is Bigger Than It Used to Be, Mark Chestnut. Those are the honky-tonk country songs. And in the classic country, you have Pull Your Hat Down Tight, Pam Tillis, and those are just your songs that have the whole meaning. They have the whole twang. Somebody died, somebody got hurt, somebody ran over somebody, you know, somebody divorced somebody and is looking for revenge. Those type of classic country songs. So, and then they have the fiddle and the harmonica and whatever other country type musical instrument that's normally in there. Mainly the fiddle. In the violin sometimes, but mainly the fiddle. So, back to it. Pull Your Hat Down Tight, Pam Tillis. Think Pam Tillis, Mel Tillis, when you, who is the father of Pam Tillis, when you're thinking classic country. Think Hank Williams Sr. when you're thinking classic country. Think George Jones, classic country. Alright, You Hung the Moon, Patti Smith, and Once in a While, Billie Dean. These next songs are what is considered pop country or country pop. Pretty much songs that can be considered, you know, pop songs if it weren't for that one musical instrument that changes it into a country song, or that musical artist with the twang in their voice that can be replaced by someone else and make it a pop song. So yeah, they're pop country songs, and they kind of like do that crossover thing too. And you have No More Crying, McBride and the Ride, Standing Right Next to Me, Carla Bonoff, If I Had Only Known, Reba McEntire, and Lane's Theme, Billy Conti. And that's basically, Lane's Theme is pretty much just a musical compilation, and there's no singing on that one. And then also with the Reba McEntire, if you ever heard Reba McEntire sing, you know that her songs, her voice itself is just pure country, even when she's talking, pure country. So it was hard to call that pop, but there are some songs that she sings, like on the radio, things like that, that can be considered pop songs, and I think this is one of those too. And then lastly, we have contemporary. And when I say contemporary, those are songs that are mainly considered, they're country, but they have a bit of either R&B or a bit of hip-hop or things like that in it. So they're contemporary, you know. And there was only one in here, and that was When Will I Be Loved by Vince Gill. Oh my gosh, love Vince Gill's voice. It's like he's easily one of my top 5 favorite male country singers, because his voice is just so silky. So those are the songs, you know. So it has a variety of country songs. For those of you that like country music, you'll love this CD. And for those of you that like your different versions of country, you'll also love this CD. Now, if you don't like country music, don't get this soundtrack, because you won't like it. There's nothing, even with the pop country songs on there, it's only, like I said, 4 out of 12. So, yeah, you're better off just finding those select songs if you can find them on YouTube and getting them that way. I'm sorry, not YouTube, on iTunes. So it's a really good soundtrack. And even if you haven't seen the movie like me and you just want to buy the soundtrack, and you probably can get it off of Amazon, where I get most of my old soundtracks when I buy them, or you can get it, you know, some of the different places like Best Buy and Barnes & Noble. They sometimes sell the really old soundtracks. Now, because this wasn't such a popular movie, it'd probably be a better bet to go on Amazon and try and find it if you're looking for it. Or you could just go on to iTunes and find these. So that is my recommendation for this time. I hope you like it. If you have a country soundtrack that you think is better, I'm sure there are plenty. Let me know down at the bottom of the screen, and I will see you next time.